People that make a difference, we always love to get them here in studio on the couch with us. We have a couple of those today as we talk to Joseph Lawson and Marjorie Belmont from the Southern Delaware Alliance for Racial Justice. Now the name kind of gives away the game there a little bit, guys, but tell us a bit about what you do as an organization. We'll start with you, Marjorie.
Okay. As an organization, what we do for the Southern Delaware Alliance is we inform, advocate, and educate people, especially those here in Sussex County, about racial and social justice, equality, equity for all people.
And Joseph, you guys have something coming up where you guys are going to be celebrating John Lewis a little bit. Can you explain what that is, what's going on there?
Yes, John Lewis was a great American. He served in the House for 33 years. He is considered to be the key person that helped to get the Voting Rights Act passed. He risked his life, almost lost his life for that. But there's another thing about John. John was a deeply compassionate, deeply humble, but human being, but also a very fierce fighter for making this country a better place. And we always want to remember that kind of person. John also reached across the aisles. I've never seen somebody of one party be so revered by the other party. They might not have disagreed with him, but they liked him. They liked him because if you met him, you couldn't help but like him. He's just a very kind, gentle person. No ego, no sense of self-importance, just I care about people, I care about this country, I want to make it better.
And how rare is it to find somebody that somehow manages to both be humble, which he certainly was, but powerful and effective? That's not a mix that a lot of people get to embody.
I think what, in John's case, he was going to speak at the March on Washington, and his speech got cut. Everybody remembers the I Have a Dream speech, but John had a speech too, never got to give it. But then John kept on working. John went down to Selma, and Selma, where it was really known for, that movement was started by women and girls. And he went down there and said, we are going to help you. And through his humility, he didn't go in and say, we're the leader, whatever. He just supported. He brought in other people. He always found that the way he won was with other people and with helping people and with giving people the spotlight. He was not a spotlight hog at all.
And Marjorie, down here on the coast, down here in Southern Delaware, in Sussex County, what is it that you guys try to do, week to week or over the course of a year? How do you impact the community to try to reach your goals?
I have to say that our board and many of our volunteers, if not all of our volunteers, are always active. We have the Dr. Martin Luther King, honor him that day. We go into the schools, our education committee goes into the schools and select African American students who are making a difference in our middle school and our elementary school. We have the returning citizens who are out here advocating for prisoners who are returning back into the mainstream, into our communities. And so, our legislative committee, they're there at Leg Hall, advocating for the rights for all people. And so, we're busy. And we can always use more people to help us, but we have to think, and I want to, as a quote-unquote sidebar, thank Miss Charlotte King, who over almost 9 years ago said there is a need for African Americans to be heard here in Sussex County. So we thank God for her. The town halls, how could I forget the town halls? Leader of the town halls. Town halls, we have had some very interesting, thought-provoking, life-changing town halls, and Joe is the man behind all of that.
And Joseph, if you wanted to get involved, if you're somebody looking to be a part of what you guys are doing, how would somebody go about doing that?
Easiest way is to go to sdrj.org. We have a fairly robust website that give you all kinds of opportunities to be involved. Points you where the committees are, tells you what we got scheduled coming up, and what sometimes our allies and other people in the community have. It's not just all about us. I do want to add one thing about the character of our organization. We are a broad-based, multiracial coalition, and one of the things that I think we've seen that's made a difference is that we have reached across to other organizations, and we all sort of come together. And we believe that people of all races, just like John Lewis, this is why we're honoring him. If you bring everybody together with trust and respect and humility, that's when you have power. And that's one of the things that I've seen, that there's a big difference between now and, say, 5 years ago when I joined the organization.
Well, and you know what, one of the things we talk about on this couch nearly every day, at least once a week, but mostly every day, is communication. And you just talked about it there with the organizations, how important it is not just to be in communication with people in your own organization, but to have your organization in contact with other organizations also trying to do good things. Yes. So I think that that's really important.
You're so right. Our event is sold out at this stage. You didn't register.
So if you didn't get registered, right, you didn't get those tickets.
Yeah, we're over 300.
But the thing is that it got that way because of this broad coalition of people. We are trying to be an example of what America should be.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for what you do and the part you guys are trying to play, specifically down here in Southern Delaware. We really appreciate it. We are going to take a break now, but don't go anywhere. There's more Coast Life coming your way right after this.